Hey, how's it going, guys? So today's video, we're gonna announce the winner of the third day of Christmas. For those of you that weren't here yesterday and you're just joining me today, yesterday we were giving out 2 packs of sleeves, one Cernius and one Yvelta. Sorry, this one's upside down. But yeah, 2 Crimson Invasion packs and 10 random code cards. So I told you guys about it yesterday. I have this box. It's just full of code cards. So all I did was go in here, I picked 10 random codes, just like that. And that's the ones I picked out to give away. So these are going to go out to a lucky viewer, subscriber to the channel, or someone that viewed my Instagram page. Also, if you managed to make your way to my Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I know I haven't been keeping up to date on the Instagram and posting up codes and doing all that other good stuff, but I will be getting back on track on the Instagram, I promise you. So yeah, so with that said, let's get into this giveaway and find us a good winner. Alright guys, so here's Gleam. This is the website I use for my giveaway. It's the easiest method of giving stuff away because it gives me your email, it gives me like your name, and then it's easy for me to contact you. I already contacted the person that won the first day of Christmas. They contacted me, and they actually live in my area, so I'm gonna drop it off to them sometime this week. And the second day of Christmas, they were out in Riverside, I believe, and I got their shipping information already, and I'm gonna ship it out more than likely at the end of today, so I can ship out both of these together. So yeah. But with that said, let's get into the third day of Christmas. We go over here, we draw us a winner, we allow repeat winners. So now we have a potential of 22 people that could possibly win, which is really good. I'm gonna draw us a winner. And Sal Fontana from Colombia. I should know where this is, but I don't. I was about to say Sacramento, but it is in Sacramento. SC. I should have paid more attention in geography. But yeah, anyways, you're the winner of the giveaway, man. Thanks for supporting the channel. Absolutely love that you're here. I'm going to be sending you an email shortly so I can get your shipping information to get this awesome thing to you. Thanks again, man, for supporting the channel. And that's our winner right there. Alright guys, so thank you again to South Montana for supporting the channel. It means so much for me, for you to be here. And I'm so happy you're getting this giveaway. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into the Volcanion deck. I'm going to do the deck profile on my version of Volcanion. I told you guys, shoot me some ideas for tomorrow or the next day's video. I still don't know what I'm doing for tomorrow's video, but I have something planned. We'll talk about it at the end of this video. But with that said, let's get into this deck profile. It's kind of cold, guys. Sorry. But yeah. Alright, let's get into this deck profile. So, we're going to start off with the Pokemon. We play 2 Volcanions. We use the little Volcanion. We call it the baby Volcanion for Power Heater. The reason we use Power Heater, 1 energy. We get 2 energies from our discard pile, attach it to our Pokemon on the bench. The other reason we run this is because Hoopa and Ninetales are a thing with their kind of like safeguard abilities that don't let us attack them with EXs or GXs. So to get around them, we play this. So yeah, so that's the reason why we run 2 of these. Some lists are running 1, but I upped it up to 2 because of that reason, because there's a lot of Hoopa and Ninetales running around in my area. So I upped it up to 2 for that same reason. Next, 2 Turtonators. This is your best defense against Gardevoir. Why? Because they're gonna hit you for the amount of energies attached to your Pokemon, but with Bright Flame, you discard 2 energies. You're doing a whopping 160. If you steam up with Volcanion, you're doing 190. If you steam up twice, you're doing 120. And if you have a Choice Band, it's 230. That knocks out a Gardevoir. Or not a Choice Band. Well, yeah, if you're running Choice Band and Fury Belt, you're gonna knock out a Gardevoir. But I run Fury Belt for that extra tankiness. It puts me at 230, and it puts me out of harm's way from Gardevoir hitting 7 energies, which is easily when I have 3 or I have 2 set up. It's easy for them to pull some stuff like that off. So yeah, so that's the reason we run 2. Also, Nitro Tank is Nitro Tank sorry. Nitro Trank is really good because your deck, this version of the deck, it goes through energy so fast, and you discard them, you get them in your discard pile. You just keep going. It goes so fast that Nitro Tank comes in very useful. Even if it's early or late game, it comes in very useful. Next, we have 2 Volcanion EXs. I feel that running 2 is perfect because you don't have bench space. This deck, it's very bench heavy, and you're gonna see why in a minute. I had to cut a lot of things out because of that reason. I know some lists are running 3 Turtonators, 3 Volcanions, but I feel that you only need the 2, and even if you don't need the 2, you can always just run the 1. Have the 1 on the bench and still be able to get Lele knockouts and stuff like that. So, yeah. 1 Ho-Ho. Why? Because Kiawe Ho-Ho turn 1 is really, really, really good. And also, it's not weak against water, which this whole deck is weak against water. So if you play that 1 water deck, this is how you kind of like make them play a little more cautiously, or you make them play a little differently because it's weak against lightning. And there's not a lot of lightning running around, so that's also good. It does run 2 Leles for your support searchers to get your Kiawe turn 1, to get your Guzma's late turn, to get a Sycamore to refresh your hand, to get an End to throw your opponent off. That's why we run Leles. Now here's where it starts getting weird. It runs a 1/1 line of Staryu and Starmie. The reason is because Power Heater is a thing. We also run Scorched Earth, which lets us discard a fire energy, draw 2 cards. So it's good for draw power. You're trying to draw into a supporter. It's also good for Steam Up and for energy attachment, because you want to be attaching an energy at least once per turn. That is something very crucial in the format right now. I think so. Missing energy attachments kind of does hurt you. So yeah. 1/1 line of Remoraid. I was running Oranguru before, and I wasn't feeling the Oranguru. Like, yeah, getting up to 3 kind of helps, but getting up to 5 is even better. And you're running Brooklet Hill, so you can search for this and then evolve the next turn, which is really good. Thins out the deck. That's kind of the main reason why I went with this over the Oranguru. Next, the supporter line. For your draw support, 3 Sycamores. You want to discard things and you want to draw, but at the same time, you don't want to discard too many things to draw cards. So yeah, we are running 3 Ends. Again, for if you get some valuable cards in your hand, like you have a Stretcher or a Max Elixir, and like let's say you don't have anything on the bench to use it on, or you don't have anything to discard to get back into your hand, into your deck. Instead of throwing them away with a Sycamore, you probably want to end them to kind of get them where they need to be, so then later on they'd be useful. So yeah. Three Guzmas. I feel that 3 Guzmas is very important in this deck for the reason of, and I think 3 Guzmas in the format is just very important. Unless you're playing Lycanroc, which you can Lysander whatever you want and like get rid of it. But Guzma is very important because it gets you out of sticky situations. It also lets you set up your Pokemon where you can switch them around, where you have the one that you want to be attacking with. So that's the reason why 3 Guzma is very important. Also with Volcanion's attack, if you ever do attack with it, which I have a couple times. If you attack with Volcanion, you can attack with it next turn, but if you Guzma, it kind of resets it. Sorry. It resets it, so then you can swing with it the next turn. So Guzma is very important. We run one Lily, 1 Kiawe, and 1 Acerola. The reason for the Acerola, because your stuff is pretty tanky, especially because you're running Fighting Fury Belt. So they have to kind of 2-shot you, maybe even triple shot you sometimes if they're running little stuff. Acerola, bring it back, and then you kind of recover what you had on the board, which is really good. Kiawe, like I said before, it's really good turn 1 to set up a Ho-Ho. You kind of don't want to use it turn 2, but that's why if you get this late turn, that's why you have Starmie. You can pitch this, get 2 energies back from your discard pile, and then just do more shenanigans that way. The Lele. Lele is very important for many reasons. One, because late turn, let's say your artillery is gone or you never set it up and they end you to 1, you top deck a Lily, or you get a Lele and get a Lily, boom, you refresh your hand to get 6 cards, which is really good. Turn 1, it's kind of good to draw the 8, but at the same time, it's not a play you want to be using. But yeah, it's more of something like to help you out in the late run. So yeah. Next, let's talk about items. We have 4 max elixirs. I think it's very important for this deck to run elixirs for the reason of energy attachment. These Pokemon are very energy heavy. You do need a ton of energy for them to go off, so running the 4 max elixirs is crucial. But yeah. 3 Ultra Balls. The reason I run 3 is because you don't really need a search. You have Broodlake Hill for that, for your search ability. This is just to get those other Pokemon that you can't get with Broodlake Hill. So to get like a Lele, to get an Artillery, to get a Starmie, stuff like that is what you want to use this for. So yeah, and to get like a Volcanion. Well, no, Volcanion you can get with Broodlake Hill. To get like, I don't know, baby Volcanion if you need it. But yeah, that's what this is for. 2 switches. This deck, if I remember correctly, oh yeah, it does run Flowstones. But regardless, even though it's running Flowstones, Field Blower is heavy in this format, so Field Blower does get rid of your tools, and having a switch every once in a while is very helpful. I don't know if you guys saw my video against Ryan Alcazar at quarterfinals up in Hesperia. The reason he won was a switch. He switched, touched the energy, knocked out, and that's how he won the game. So yeah, switch is very important, and I think highly of it in this deck particularly. 2 Enhance Hammers. I'm gonna say it now, and I'm probably gonna say it until Zoroark doesn't become a thing anymore, which will probably be SM5 when Metal runs rampant. Enhance Hammers are very important right now to get rid of special energies. Zoroark, Gliscopod, Trash Lanch. Even though Trash Lanch you don't see too much of, but also Drampa Garb, which is also running around for whatever reason. This is the reason you want to have that, to kind of like throw them kind of off. So yeah. 2 Field Blowers, because it should probably be 3, but 2 is okay for now. Because Garbotoxin does hurt this deck a lot. Your deck runs on abilities and abilities alone. If you get Garbotoxin, it's really hard for you to kind of get out of that. So yeah. And 2 Rescue Stretchers. The reason why I chose Rescue Stretchers over Super Rod, it might do a 1-1 split, but for now the Rescue Stretchers are working much better than the 1-1 split. You get to return Pokemon back into your deck, which is very useful. Or for whatever reason, let's say you opened up an Auxiliary and you Broodlake Hill, Remoraid, and you have a Sycamore, and you're like, well, I kind of have to get rid of my hand to get some cards that I need. And you discard that Auxiliary, it goes away, and from the 7 cards that you draw from a Professor Oak or a Professor Sycamore, you get a Rescue Stretcher. So next turn, Rescue Stretcher, get that Auxiliary, discard it, put it on your Remoraid, you're good to go. You don't have to waste an Ultra Ball, you don't have to search some more, you don't have to, yeah. It just makes it easier. I have told a lot of people that you kind of want to throw away kind of key components when it comes to Pokemon if you're running Rescue Stretcher. So for Gardevoir decks, you want to throw away your Gardevoir GXs, your Glades. So then if you Sycamore and you get a Rescue Stretcher and you get a Rare Candy and you already have a routes, you can go you can go Rescue Stretcher, bring it back to your hand, Rare Candy, Evolve, and you can start going off. But yeah. For stadiums, 2 Broodlake Hills, because thinning out the deck is very, very, very important in this deck. This is kind of like a turbo version of Volcanion. It's just faster and to the point. It's to get the deck as thin as possible so you can hit your max elixir, so you can hit the supporters that you need, so you can just go off. You kind of want to leave what you need in the deck for late game, so then you can top deck it or like Sycamore into it. That's kind of the reason why we thin out the deck so much. So yeah. So, 2 Brilliant Hills to get your water Pokemon on the bench. You can also get Volcanion with this, which is really good. That's an extra 30 damage if you have Fire Energy in your hand. Brilliant Hill or Scorched Earth to discard those Fire Energies. Get them back with Beacon. You draw 2 cards. You can continuously draw 2 cards every turn. So that's a total of 3 cards plus the Auxiliary, which just lets you do all kinds of wild stuff. So yeah. And last but not least, the tools. We run 3 Fighting Fury Belts and 2 Float Stones. The reason for the Float Stones, because Volcanion is heavy, so is Turtonator. We sometimes want to get it out of there, and instead of playing a Guzma or something like that, we can play a Float Stone on it, get it out of the active. Something I want to recommend to some players is if you have a tool in your hand, do not play it immediately. You kind of want to save it to kind of get your opponent off track, kind of throw them off, be like, oh, well, he doesn't have a Float Stone, I'm just going to like attack for a lot of damage. And then the next turn you're like, Float Stone, retreat, and they're like, what? How did that happen? And you kind of throw them off. But yeah, just a little tip for you guys if you guys didn't know already. But hey, I see a lot of people that are like Float Stone attached, and I'm like, you should have played N, throw it back into your deck and use it later, but it's okay. So yeah, Fighting Fury Belt, like I talked about it before, it's for Turtonator, so you can get those numbers to hit Gardevoir, to hit like almost anything that's a little fatter than it needs to be. So yeah, that's why we run Fighting Fury Belt. Now, here's where it gets weird. I only run 10 energies. Or wait, is it 10? No, it's 12. I only run 12, and this deck normally runs 14, 16 energies for the reason of the max elixir. But I run 12, and it runs smooth, and I had to cut energies to make room for other shenanigans, and it works. It's probably because I'm very lucky. It's probably because, I don't know. It's probably because I'm very lucky. That's the only reason, unless I calculated the numbers right in my head and for some reason it's working out. Because I was running 13 and then 13, like I would hit it too. And then I was like, maybe 12, and I started hitting 12 and I was like, okay. But I know nothing less than 12 will happen with this deck because if I'm running 10, those odds are very, very not okay. But yeah. So yeah, that is the Volcanion deck list right there. There you guys have it. That was the Volcanion, my version of Volcanion Turtonator. Hope you guys like it. If you do, or you have any comments, anything I can add, maybe I should take away, anything you want to tell me, maybe you're running a better version of it wherever you're at, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to talk to you about it. We can cross-examine ideas. We can figure out what is the best play, what are things that are going on in the format, what expectations we have for Volcanion, any of that good stuff we can talk about in the comments. I know we've been talking, I know some of us have been trading ideas about the other deck profiles. I know some people brought up Greninja, like Greninja is very relevant because it's about to get rotated out, but even though it's about to get rotated out and it already hit its 2-year life expectancy, so I had to slow down for that one. Even though it's already hit its 2 life mark, which would have been an easier way of me saying it. Anyways, it still sneaks into Top Cut. Like, how is Greninja like kind of sneaking in there, getting into Top Cut? Like, I'm not saying like, oh, all of Greninja's in Top Cut. No, it's always that one Greninja player that is like, well, no one's looking, here I come, and just sneaks into Top Cut. There's always one Greninja player. So yeah, and most people that play Greninja end up doing well. I know that lots of people that went up to San Jose, some of them played Greninja, they got into top 64, top 32 because of Greninja, but then they got overran because of so much Zoroark, and because Zoroark just hits like a truck. But yeah, but that's pretty much it for this video. Now let's talk about the giveaway, which is the 4th day of Christmas. No, yes, 4th. We're on Thursday. Hello. So yeah, it's the 4th day of Christmas, so I'm giving out some more stuff. And no, it looks exactly like yesterday's giveaway, but it is yesterday's. It's not yesterday's giveaway. I have 2 sets of these, but it's yesterday's giveaway. So for the 4th day of Christmas, you're getting 2 Crimson Invasion packs. I had to double check because I was like, are these the right packs? And another set of Yveltal and Xerneas sleeves, and again, 10 random codes that I'm just gonna pull out of the box that I showed you guys earlier and give those to you guys. So yeah, That's the 4th day of Christmas. I know I want to switch it up and change it up and make it something different, but this is all I have for you guys as of now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but maybe some of you have. The giveaways are getting bigger and better. So yeah, that's just, I've said too much. I've told you guys valuable information that I wish I didn't, but it's okay, because you know what? I want to tell you guys. Tomorrow's giveaway, I promise you, it's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna. I thought about it. I was up last night watching Stranger Things because I haven't caught up on it, and I know. Hello, it's like the end of the year, and it came out in October. What are you doing with your life? I just haven't had time to sit down and watch it. I started watching it yesterday, and oh my god, I didn't want to go to sleep. I wanted to stay awake, but then I was like, if I stay awake watching Stranger Things, I won't be able to do the giveaways. So I was like, I have to do it for the channel. So I went to bed. But before I went to bed, I was like, what can I do to change it up? So tomorrow, because I still haven't gotten any ideas of what to do, I'm working on a Beedrill. Yes, I'm working on a super budget, end of Christmas budget. Like, I know that some of you are like, oh, I gotta buy gifts here, I gotta buy gifts there, my money is going in here, I gotta give here, whatever's. Or some of you just don't have money. You're like, oh, I work 2 jobs and I have to pay rent and like live, or like buy food to like survive. I know some of you guys struggle, and I get it. I've been there. I know what's up, and I feel for you. That's why I try to do as many giveaways as I can for you guys, just to give you guys that little extra push that I can give you. But yeah, but for tomorrow's giveaway, I'm gonna do a Beedrill deck profile. I'm working on it. I'm trying to like tweak it and perfect it to the best of its abilities. No lilies. We're not running lilies because we want to make this super budget, super affordable. Like, I think I've added it up, like the first version of it, and it's like at like 40, if even 40, like $20. Like it's dirt cheap. Like if you, and I'm not saying, hey, build this, go win a tournament, but like if you're trying to give a deck to someone that's learning, like someone that's new, and they want something that's not 100% competitive, but it's more competitive than giving them a structure deck or a starter deck, this is the route to go. You can build it from random cards that you have lying around, which is what I'm doing. So yeah, so that's what I have in store for you guys tomorrow. If you have any ideas, anything else to kind of sway me away from this, or to give me ideas for Saturday or Sunday, please let me know in the comments. I really want to know what you guys are thinking. I want to know if there's something you guys want to see, something you guys want me to talk about. Like I told you before, I'll talk about anything. Well, almost anything. But yeah, on the channel. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And for tomorrow's giveaway, it's I can't even tell you how amazing it is. It's gonna be good. Like, you guys are gonna be like, wow. And then you're probably gonna hate me afterwards. But yeah, it's one of those like bittersweet giveaways, which I think it's gonna get really out of hand, but hopefully it doesn't. So yeah, but who knows? Hopefully it's the first time I do anything like this on the channel, so I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. So yeah, before I end this video, don't forget, link to this giveaway is in the description. It is running until 12 a.m. today, Pacific Standard Time. Sorry guys on the East Coast. Gotta keep it for the West. But yeah. But you guys, I think you guys, our 12 p.m. is, oh no, our 12 is like your 2. Yeah, no, or like 2 or 3 o'clock or whatever. You guys are like way ahead of us. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You guys get like Family Guy before we do, so that's a plus. Anyways, it doesn't matter. There you go. There you guys have it. With that said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share the video for anybody that wants to build Volcanion, or that wants to see kind of like a Dr. Frankenstein version of Volcanion. I will say it's a very Dr. Frankenstein version of Volcanion because it gets weird. It gets really weird. Like, there's times that you're like, I wish they knock up on Pokemon so I can put some other Pokemon on the bench. That's how tight the bench gets. But yes. But if anybody wants to see this list or has any comments about it, share it with them. Let them know what's up. But yeah, with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.